So, what do I mean when I say, now you know what you mean? Now you know what I mean when I say, the meek shall inherit the earth. I mean that the strong ways of manipulation in times of scarcity, they're no longer as important. So, attitudes of anger and distrust don't make sense in a connected world. But I still have the defense and the nature of an animal. Because at my very least, I do not want to see a bear in the dark, right? So when I say the meek shall inherit the earth, I mean the meek in spirit. And by meek, I do not mean weak. I do not mean a life filled with mirth, not an eternal sunshine world. A reasonable place where discord exists and the purpose of life is just to keep resolving discord. It's a simple enough task. And just, yeah. But there is no eternal sunshine world at the end. I mean, if, even at the end of your life, if everything's going perfect, I don't know. I don't want it exactly. I like to have problems to solve, even if they're minor, and the solutions are apparent. You may argue that that's no true path. I might argue right now that's no true path. But then somehow creativity catches up with you, and you run into a problem where you can express those inner resonances, make something new. And I've read throughout my life, looked at the Skeptics' Annotated Bible. And the Skeptics' Annotated Bible makes very good contentions with regard to the consistency of the Bible. But just as an example, I walked away thinking, oh, that's a great statement. There's nothing new under the sun. Juxtaposed with, look, I have created something anew by Christ. Just a big contradiction there. But somebody below it should have been able to write, there's nothing new under the sun. Could be a statement that there is no new idea. That's fine. But then Christ, when he said, I've created something anew, he may have said it in regards to, here's your full glass. Yeah. My friend, I've created something anew. I have renewed something that was not new. So, that's just the point. With skepticism, it's the most important part if you're gonna try to look forward, because people are hyperbolic sometimes. Let's see. Transition into Dancing Weirdo, who shows the promise. Loves that form and embraces those people who have that form, who doesn't mock it or defend against the connection. But who knows, racists are real. In a sense. I mean, racist ideas have a life of their own. Even just from the most simple argument. Okay, you want to decide the future of your people. I want strong men, blah, blah, blah. I want smart men, blah, blah, blah. I need to get food, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's all fine as a notion to a certain extent, furthering your people, taking care of your kind, and seeing other, yeah, we all know that. But deep in your soul, if you are in a moment when you feel like your connection to the world is getting muddied and reality seems decoherent, then the best advice, no matter what, I think is genuine interaction, just like Christ said. That genuine interaction that you just, hey, I feel how's your day going, man? That's what I thought. But still, I gave him that open opportunity, that man who I asked that to at 7-Eleven, who I had some tension with. I said, how you doing, man? That was the tension, that was the discord. I sensed it, and I said hi. But through genuine interaction, and this is the thing that I think is most important, is that, okay, so I believe in the cyclical nature of the world, in a sense, but I think that it's more convergent than it is divergent. And so we had this woke, people were supposed to be awake, and then, Martin Luther King, colorblindness. Perfect. This ideology of you interacting with people and treating them genuinely and developing colorblindness. And then we had this woke phase where people were like, you need to be so aware. You need to be so aware. And then suddenly it's an attack on colorblindness too. Nobody's colorblind. I don't see color. That wasn't the message. That wasn't the discrete message of Martin Luther King, I don't think. I think the message of Martin Luther King was that you go into the world knowing that your conceptions of how people are going to be in regards to race are wrong. You don't hold those conceptions, though, as you interact with a person. And if you are holding those conceptions and you're trying to fight through them, bring them to the front of your mind and keep interacting genuinely, showing that you're trying and that you have demons or whatever. Okay, so the cyclical nature. Martin Luther King, woke, that's not working. Martin Luther King. And hopefully it ends there. I mean, it's not going to end there. I mean, what end, right? That thing. So there's a racism rant